My name's Imran Nuri. I'm the founder and CEO of the 52 Million Project, a 501c3 nonprofit going after a long-term vision of engaging 1 million people in donating just $1 a week. When our donors give $1 a week, it goes to a different nonprofit fighting poverty every single week across the country. And this week's beneficiary is a Florida-based nonprofit called Clothes to Kids, who's set to receive over $560 from us thanks to our 560 donors and counting. With us here today is Megan DeBlasi, the development director for Clothes to Kids. Welcome, Megan.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Of course, we're excited to be able to support Clothes to Kids, and we're so excited to hear more from you and how passionate you are about the work that Clothes to Kids does. So tell us more about what your organization does.
Yes, absolutely. So, Close to Kids, we are a local nonprofit in the Tampa Clearwater area down in Florida, as you had mentioned. And what we do is we provide a week's worth of school clothing free of charge to low income or at risk school age children free of charge. So, this means that any child going to school, pre K 4 through seniors in high school who qualify for free and reduced lunch, can come shop in our store for a week's worth of school clothing at no cost to them. So, Imran, what keeps us different from a lot of other organizations that collect clothing and pass out clothing is the actual store experience. Close to Kids provides a unique shopping experience to the children and families that we serve. And I actually am coming to you from one of our stores here in Tampa, Florida. So I'm going to give you a quick snapshot of our store.
Love that. Love to see that. And you've kind of pivoted because of COVID, right? Like now people are doing pickups, correct?
Yes, yes. So, as of last year, as everyone knows, we had to close our doors for about 7 weeks last year, but we came up with another unique way for our kids still to receive clothing, right? The need never goes away. It doesn't matter what's happening in the world. And now more than ever, kids need clothing. Parents are trying to keep roofs over their head, food on the table. So budgets just aren't stretching far enough for clothing. But what do you and I put on every single day we wake up? Clothes. Clothes, how do they make you feel? They either are going to make you feel great about that day or, or not so great. So what we've done is we've created an online form for our families to go on and fill out. They're going to tell you, they're going to ask you what your favorite colors are, what types of shirts you like to wear, what brands you like to wear. And by golly, if we have it, we're going to pack it for you so that you can be excited about your shopping bag, because pandemic or no pandemic, we're going to clothe the kids that need clothes.
Yeah, and I think we can all relate to that experience of like being a kid and showing up to school, or it's sometimes now I guess showing up on Zoom with like a really fresh outfit, and it's just such a good feeling. You show up and you're like, yes, I am it, and it's such a good, it's like
It's
you
all
like
about status, right? It's
yeah,
all,
right.
you
If
want to
you
fit in.
exactly if you feel good in your clothes, I saw on your website that research shows kids perform better academically when they feel confident in what they're wearing, right?
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
Absolutely. And I have to ask you, how many times did you change before you got on our Zoom call today?
I don't know. I don't think now that I'm working from home, it's like it's always just sweatpants and a different top every day. That's it.
Okay, but I hope you wanted to dress up a little bit more knowing you were going to be live on a
Yeah,
video.
yeah, exactly. I wasn't gonna wear like a raggedy sweater. I put on a little bit of a better quarter zip. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. And guess what? We're blessed to have that option, right? We're blessed to be able to go into our closet and pick out something. If we try something on and it doesn't make us feel confident, we get to go in and we have options to change clothes. The children that we serve, they don't have that option. So we are here to help provide them with options by giving them an entire week's worth of clothes.
Exactly. So our donation is going to end up being about $560 and probably a little bit more because of some new donors, including yourself and your husband, which you mentioned right before this call. So tell us more about the impact that a donation like $560 can have for the kids and families that you serve.
Yes, absolutely. So $560. So each child that comes and shops with us, it costs us $50 to provide that week's worth of clothing for them. So what your donors have provided for our children is 11 children with a complete wardrobe. 11 children. And classrooms right now are between 20 and 22 students. So your donors have provided a half a classroom full of wardrobe for these children in our community. And to put it in numbers perspective, that's 55 new pairs of underwear, that's 55 new pairs of socks, and a total of, I would say, like around 540 articles of clothing that your donors have provided for the kids in the community that need clothes.
That's incredible. That's amazing. I mean, you just think
Uh-huh.
about how every single one of those kids has their own story. Each of their families has their own story, and that we can help even 11 kids, half a classroom is just amazing. And again, that's only asking for $1 a week from each of our donors. And so, you know, it really goes to show how far $1 a week can go when you come together with hundreds of other people to help organizations like yours, like Close to Kids.
Yes.
So I have one last question for you. You know,
Yes.
we had talked on the phone earlier this week, and you mentioned that you have an annual luncheon coming up, and it has an exciting theme, which just so happens to align really well with 52 Million Project. Tell me more about that.
Yes, I love it. So our annual luncheon every year is about 30% of our total budget. Unfortunately, this year, as you know, we can't meet in person. We usually have around 400 to 500 people attend our luncheon. So we're going virtual. That's the text to give, everything you can think of, mailing in checks, anyway. But we want our community, our donors, to know and understand that yes, the need is enormous out there, the need for so much, right? And people see the need, they see this Eugene, and they think, what can I do? I can't do anything. What is my $50, my $100, my $200? What is that going to do? Well, for Close the Kids, it's all about that just one. It's all about that student that gets to come in here and get a week's worth of school clothing, all free of charge. And that just one is $50. So we are asking our community, our donors, sponsors, to think about just one child in donating $50 to our cause.
I love that. The just one. Like when you told me that earlier this week, I was practically jumping out of my chair. I was so excited. I was like, "This is it. This is our organizations are a match made in heaven, right? Just
Yes,
one."
yes.
And I love that. And so I'm you know I'm wishing you well for that
Thank you.
luncheon, the virtual luncheon, and all of your supporters. And for anybody listening or watching this at home, if you want to go to Clothes to Kids website and donate $50. Think about that one kid. If you can afford to give $50 more, that's one more kid who's going to show up to school with so many more fresh outfits. They're going to perform better academically, and they're just going to empower them in ways that we don't always think about.
Yeah,
So
you're dressing that kid, that one kid, in confidence and self-worth. And
exactly.
that will go so far.
Exactly. Yes. Amazing. Well, we love what Close to Kids is doing. We're so excited to be able to support you. Thanks so much, Megan. And thanks again to each and every one of our donors for empowering a different nonprofit every single week, just like Close to Kids. We're so excited to be able to support you. And, we wish you luck with the rest of the year. Thanks
Thank
again,
you.
Megan.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. We appreciate it. Thank you.